I want to move on to another topic as we bounce around the news. And we talk about cracks in the MAGA armor, and we look for glimpses of any bipartisan agreement on anything to cling to as hope. Well, in the news, in the last 24 hours or so, we're clearly seeing more GOP leaders joining the ranks of Democratic leaders who are questioning data centers in their communities, right? This is NIMBY, not in my backyard, on steroids. And the fact that we're seeing red states like Texas, like Governor Abbott in Texas, a staunch MAGA Trump supporter in what traditionally has been a red state, I think they're turning purple. Abbott is not stupid. Abbott sees the writing on the wall. He's got a problem in his state. Lots of big space to build data centers, lots of high-tech companies attracted to the state and already here, great tax incentives, all of that. And he's wondering whether it's actually going to impact Republicans' chances of winning elections in November. People are outraged, rightly, wrongly. It almost doesn't matter at this point. It has become a standalone political issue that crosses party lines. So on top of that, we now learn, and I believe it's from Axios, yes, that there's been an internal memo. I used to hate it when I was in the FBI and I heard the press got a hold of an internal memo. I used to start to sweat. Now I like it. So, but this is a Republican, a Senate GOP campaign arm has lost a private memo, and it went to Axios. The private memo was written to top AI companies, warning them that what they call toxic views of U.S. data centers, it's become toxic to what? To winning elections. The memo says, hey, you guys are killing the party's chances of holding a vital seat, in this case, in Ohio. In Ohio, another state that could go against the Republicans, and AI and data centers could be a large part of it. In the memo, the National Republican Senatorial Committee says Democrats have made data centers a, quote, centerpiece of their campaign to defeat John Husted, Republican from Ohio, and that the strategy is working. If he loses, here's a quote, if he loses and data centers get the blame, politicians across the country will take notice, and they will not go near the next data center, says the memo. This is becoming a sleeper issue for the entire election cycle, unquote. So this is where, I've had, you may have seen, and if you haven't, I had a show where we brought on, you can find it as you scroll through Substack. We brought on an expert, an academic expert, on to teach us more about data centers, right? And the bottom line is we've got to regulate. We've got to get better at understanding their value. Yes, China's moving fast ahead of us. Yes, we cannot just totally say we want no progress, no data centers. That's just actually going to harm us. But boy, do we need regulation, understanding, promises about clean water, noise, pollution, real jobs, not the promise of, oh, we're going to get you 100 jobs in your community that are going to be staring at the wall, making sure that they don't press any buttons. That's not real jobs. It's not. We got to get to the bottom of that and differentiate between old, loud, polluting data centers and the new phase of data centers and have states demand that. But when somebody like Governor Abbott or some group like the Senate GOP campaign arm is getting worried about Ohio, getting worried about Texas, getting worried about losing an election because of data centers and their perception, we need to pay attention to that. And maybe it's a strategy to get people to start thinking about the right things. and voting for the right people who want to do the right thing for data centers.